Hey yo guys, what's up and welcome back to Toe Tags Metal Reviews. It's here giving reaction to a new song from Immortal Disfigurement. This song is called Dragged Through the Inferno, and this is the new band from ex-Lorna Shore vocalist CJ McCreary. CJ was kicked out of Lorna Shore about a year and a half ago for some controversial stuff that we're not going to get into on the channel as far as details go. But he's gone through some hot water and stuff like that, and honestly I never even followed it too closely, so I don't really know where people stand on this. All I know is this came out, a bunch of people have been requesting it, saying that the vocal performance is insane.
Which is, I guess, to be expected given how good he was on the Lorna Shore album he was on. Very
true. I see a lot of people, I'm just going to point this out, a lot of people compare Will Ramos, CJ McCreary for obvious reasons. I personally, I'm just going to say this, think CJ's a better vocalist. I know Will's great and he does a lot of cool things, but I really feel like all Will does for the most part is follow in CJ's footsteps. Because if you listen to an album like Immortal, for example, CJ does all the cool vocal velociraptor kind of snarls and growls and stuff like that people freak out over Will Ramos for. I mean, they're both really good, but I think CJ's more of the originator there. But there's other guys like Dickie Allen and stuff like that have been doing it years before. So either way, they're all good, in my opinion. But I'm looking forward to this because people have been hyped about it.
Exactly, and you guys never fail us. When there's something like largely, like told to us, oh, you got to check it out, largely suggested,
it usually slams.
Exactly.
It's usually balling, yeah.
Let's check it out.
That looks like a baby toe. I wonder if he'll have his gold mic. Didn't he have a gold mic in Lorna Shore?
I think so.
Already sounds like something off Immortal.
I was about to say, building up a lot like Immortal. Oh, I think it's gold. That's such a good range of different vocals.
He does, and I like how he just like snaps between them.
It's really fluid.
If he's sustaining that whole time.
What the hell?
There might have been a break in there, but if he did that in one take, like one cut, that was a pretty good one.
Well, it's weird. Like, obviously the highlight of this song is the vocals. I think that's pretty clear. In terms of the music, the rest of the music, I feel like the first half of this song sounds like any other deathcore song. It's not like I'm listening, I'm like, okay, the vocals are standing out, but nothing else. The second half, it started to really feel like, okay, yeah, it's actually a pretty neat song. But the first half really kind of felt like a lot of the other deathcore songs we've already heard.
You know what? I'm glad you said that because I kind of felt a similar thought throughout this. I felt like, obviously, the vocal standout is what everybody's here to see, basically.
Yeah.
But instrumentally, sonically, this song doesn't touch anything that was off Immortal. I feel like this is a good example of it's not always the vocalist that's making the song sound great. The bandmates are a big part of it, obviously. And, I mean, not to knock any of these musicians. They're all great. They sound good. This is a good song. Mm-hmm. But if I'm remembering and comparing this to Immortal, that album was just basically a wall-to-wall awesome songs. And I don't think this really compares to much off that album other than the vocals themselves.
Once again, though, I mean, like I said, the second half of this song is when it really kicks
It does get
up.
stronger.
Like, I really like the second half. It really started to feel like, yeah, this is a really good song. Just the first half felt like there wasn't really much there other than, like, a really good vocal performance.
Yeah. Speaking of the vocal performance,
Very good.
one thing that bothered me a little bit is that it felt very layered. I shouldn't say felt. It was. You can hear it. And that was something that was problematic for me because in order for me anyways, I'm going to speak on behalf of myself. I don't like speaking on behalf of anybody else. In order for me to really be impressed by vocals or really enjoy vocals, I have to be able to hear the person almost in a raw sense. I want to hear their voice. If I can tell, like there's post-editing on everything.
Yeah.
You're not going to get away from it. But if I can really tell that they're layering and that there's compression and that there's all these things happening, that really detracts me from enjoying the vocal performance. And you can hear it quite a bit on this song. I think it might have been a little bit overproduced. Again, I heard it one time. Maybe I'm overjudging it a little bit because I was too focused on it, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, consider the ending. Like, he seemingly held that growl for a long-ass time. Is that more in tune of what you like to hear?
Yes, but, and I even made a comment about it, there was, I think, there was a shot, it was like a splash shot or something like that, and I felt like there might have been a cut at that part, right?
Either way, I mean, he was still holding for a while anyway.
He did.
Like,
impressive nonetheless. Impressive regardless. But it's more impressive if, like, obviously, a live performance would tell you, right?
Exactly,
a live performance would tell you.
It would.
Anyways, guys, that's it for this reaction. So let us know what you guys think of Immortal Disfigurement and this new song from this, I guess, new band. And maybe they got an album coming out. I don't know. We'll see what the future holds. Comment down below. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. I'm Vile Self.
I'm TV Fish.
Keep those heads banging.